Hey everyone, Keith Reno, Wintrust Mortgage.
Liz Tolentino, Keller Williams.
All right, so Liz, as we know, there's quite a few questions that you get asked as a realtor that might be more appropriate for a lender.
Yep.
Some questions I get asked as a lender that might be a little bit more appropriate for a realtor. So I've come up with 3 very common questions that I get asked as a lender that would be more appropriate for someone on your side of things.
Awesome.
So number 1.
Perfect.
And that's, at this point in time, we have a person qualified, they're actively out searching, and they're ready to make an offer on a home. So how much should they offer?
That's a great question. Well, number 1, market conditions matter, right? Because whatever's going on in the market or whatever the comparables or nearby homes that have sold recently are telling you, that's really how much somebody should take that into consideration when they are thinking about how much they should offer on a property. The other thing is that every property has its own story. So every property will have a different situation. Maybe a property doesn't have any offers and it's been on the market for a long time. Maybe a property's been on the market for 2 days but already has 10 offers. How much you should offer really depends on what's going on with that one specific property and the market around that property. And of course, your comfort level in terms of the numbers that you've reviewed with Keith.
So it's not a blanket answer of always offer $10,000 less.
No, really,
okay,
no.
Okay, it depends. It's case
Don't
by
do that.
case.
Set yourself up for success, guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go into number 2. So
Yeah.
now found the home, the offer's accepted, and now typically one of the first things that you have going on your side of things is doing the home inspection.
Yes.
So what is a home inspection? What are they inspecting?
Right, great question. So the home inspection is the cornerstone of your inspection contingency period. So it's the mother of all the inspections that you're going to get on the property. Now, I have a list of home inspectors that I can refer you to. We coordinate the home inspection with the listing agent or the agent representing the seller. We coordinate with them so that we have enough time to do your home inspection. And the home inspector, all the home inspectors I have on my list are certified and they've been trained. And all home inspectors should really look at all major components of the home. So what that means is electrical, air conditioning, roof, foundation, all of those major components that if there's an issue with could cost you a lot of money in the future. And it's part of your investigation contingency, and we take that into account whenever we think about possibly doing a repair request, which we'll talk about on a different video.
Awesome. Okay. So kind of right about that same time, so offers accepted,
Yes.
you're getting the home inspection ordered and possibly scheduled and going, and then within that same time frame, a buyer's bringing in their escrow deposit. So what is a deposit? How much is it? And what does that go to?
Good question. The EMD, also known as the good faith deposit, your deposit as you're submitting an offer on a property. Once your offer becomes accepted, the purchase agreement or the contract says that your deposit should be in escrow within 3 business days of having an accepted offer. Now, of course, that could be countered to 24 hours. That could be countered to whatever the situation calls for on that specific purchase. Typically, it's 3 business days. It goes into escrow. Now, one thing to remember is that escrow is your neutral third party in the state of California. So that money, it sits in an escrow account. No one can touch it. I can't touch it. The seller can't touch it. The seller's agent can't touch it. And what's really cool about your deposit is that it gets applied to your closing funds. So for example, if you needed to bring in $10,000 to close the transaction, that means in total, right? We all wish that. But if you needed to bring in that much and you already have $5,000 in escrow, that means that you only have to bring in another $5,000 because together they make up that $10,000 to close the transaction. So it actually gets applied to your closing funds at the close of escrow.
It's a part of the overall deal.
Part of the overall deal.
Excellent.
And it's protected, and really your agent and your escrow officer are held accountable for that money.
Very cool. Well, thank you for spending a few minutes with us here. Hopefully you found this insightful.
Awesome. Have a great weekend, guys.
Take care.